Hello students, good afternoon. Last time I discussed about price effect, about income effect, and today we shall discuss about the substitution effect. Okay? Now remember, from the price effect that we discussed last time, we can derive the price consumption curve. Similarly, from the income effect, we can derive the income consumption curve, or the PCC and ICC. We can derive from both the price effect and the income effect. First, let's talk of the price effect. Last time I told you that when there is a change in price of one commodity, but the price of the other commodity remaining constant, the income level remaining constant, then what happens? The consumer's price line shift to the right, and when price rises, the price line shifts to the left. That means the consumer is certainly better off. Consumer is certainly goes to a higher indifference curve when the price falls, and if price still falls, then he again goes to a higher indifference curve. That means the consumer is better off as the price falls. The reverse is the case. If price rises, the consumer moves from a higher indifference curve to a lower indifference curve. If again price rises, he again moves to a lower indifference curve. Is not it? So if we join all these points of equilibrium in different indifference curves, we get one price consumption curve. Let's see that. Let's say this, in this diagram we show the price consumption curve. This is OX, this is OY. Okay. So price of good X suppose was PL. Now if price falls, price line shifts to the right to PL1. Again if price falls, price line shifts to the left, PL2. In PL price line, the consumer was equilibrium at suppose point E. In IC1, when price falls to PL1, he is better off and he moves to a higher indifference curve, IC2 at point E2. And again if price still falls, then he again moves to another higher indifference curve, IC3 in point E. This is E1, this is E2. So here the effect of price fall is realized, is seen in the consumption pattern of the consumer. That is, he moves from a lower indifference curve to a higher indifference curve. So if you join all these 3 points, we get the PCC curve, that is price consumption curve. This PCC shows different points of equilibrium of the consumer at different price levels, because at different price levels his consumption level also changes. So this is called PCC, price consumption curve. Okay. So reverse is the case. If price rises, suppose he was in IC3 or IC3. Now if price rises, he moves to a lower indifference curve in the lower price line, PL1. And if again price rises, he again moves to the left, that is to IC1. So if price falls, he moves to the right, price rises, moves to the left, and if price falls, always moves to higher indifference curves, and if price rises, always moves to lower indifference curves. Right? So if you join all these equilibrium points, we get the PCC curve. Now similar is the case in case of income. In case of income, if this is OX, OY, suppose the consumer's income was this, AB. Income rises, he moves to, let's say, CD. If further income rises, he moves to, let's say, EF. Now what does this parallel line show? These parallel lines are all income lines. I told you last time that the income lines are always parallel to each other. Okay, so at income line AB, the consumer was certainly having a less income level, so he was bound to stay in IC1. Now again, if his income rises to CD, naturally he will be better off and he will be consuming at a higher indifference curve at IC2. Now again, if his income rises to EF, then he will be still better off and he can still move to a higher indifference curve on IC3. Therefore, if we join, let's say the equilibrium points are E or E1, E2 and E3. If we join all these 3 points, we get the ICC curve, income consumption curve. This income consumption curve shows the various consumption levels of a consumer at various levels of his income. Because if our income changes, income either rises or falls, naturally our consumption pattern, our consumption standard also changes. So therefore, at different levels of income, he has different levels of equilibrium, and if we join all levels of equilibrium, we get the income consumption curve. Now next question is, so this is all about price effect and income effect. Now the question will come in your exam, how you decompose, how you split the price effect into income effect and substitution effect. प्राइस इफेक्ट को हमें केमती भाग भाग करवा इनकम इफेक्ट रे आउ सब्सटीट्यूशन इफेक्ट. ओके, तो ए दुटा तो हम जानले. बर्तमान लेट्स डिस्कस व्हाट इज सब्सटीट्यूशन इफेक्ट. व्हाट इज सब्सटीट्यूशन इफेक्ट? द वर्ड सब्सटीट्यूशन मीन्स टू रिप्लेस वन कमोडिटी फॉर द अदर, टू forgo one commodity for the other. Because in the real world, in the real market, we have bundles of goods to be consumed, and in the bundle of goods, in the different sets of goods, what do? We consume that commodity which has a price fall, or when the price of one commodity falls but its substitutes do not fall, naturally we substitute one commodity for the other commodity. Let's talk of the substitute goods. Take the example of Thumbs Up and Pepsi. Both the prices, let's say, are same at ₹15. Thumbs Up price 15, Pepsi price 15, 250 ml bottles. Now if Thumbs Up price remaining constant 10 rupees, 15 rupees, Pepsi price falls to 10 rupees, then what will happen? The consumers, those who previously consumed Thumbs Up, now many of them, what they will do? They will now substitute Thumbs Up for Pepsi. They will now come to purchase Pepsi because Pepsi price has fallen. So they will come to purchase Pepsi and they will forgo the consumption of Thumbs Up. This is called substitution effect. We always substitute the costly good for the cheaper good, because that will give us better satisfaction. We can spend less, we can get the same quality of good with less amount of money. So we always go on substituting in the market for the cheaper good and not the dearer good. आम समस्त फिल कर चाह कॉफी एग्जांपल लिया. चाह दाम 5 टंका, कॉफी दाम 10 टंका. गोटे कप्र मनकर कॉफी कपटा मनकर 6 टंका हो गला, प्राइस कमीगला, चाह दाम कमिनी, ताल कौन हम? लोक मैंने चाह जो पीउे से चाह को क्रॉस कर देकी छाड़ी देकी से कॉफी पीवा को पड़े. कारण 5 रुपीज चाह पीउले 1 रुपी एक्सट्रा देवे, कॉफी पाइबे. तेणु से समस्ते कॉफी पलि आसबे, से नेचुराली चाह बर्तमान आउ के पीबे. सो ये जो मूवमेंट, ये जो शिफ्ट फ्रॉम वन कंजम्पशन टू अनदर कंजम्पशन of the commodities by a consumer is called substitution effect. Here consumer substitutes one commodity for the other commodity. है तेणु से substitution effect को आम देखापी हेले आमको बर्तमान नेक्स्ट जो क्वेश्चन मुझे तुमको कहली, हाउ टू ब्रेक द प्राइस इफेक्ट इनटू इनकम इफेक्ट एंड सब्सक्रिप्शन इफेक्ट, सेटा हमें ताको डिवाइड कर देखिबा जे हाउ टू स्प्लिट द प्राइस इफेक्ट इनटू इनकम एंड सब्सक्रिप्शन इफेक्ट। ओके, एथिरे तमरो हिक्स रो अछि, स्लॉट्सकी भी आसीबो, तो हिक्स रो देखिबा, स्लॉट्सकी देखिबा, तापरे इवन से ताको आउरी तार देइछि सिलेबस रे सब्सक्रिप्शन इफेक्ट इन केस ऑफ इंफीरियर गुड्स, सब्सक्रिप्शन इफेक्ट इन केस ऑफ नॉर्मल गुड्स, सब्सक्रिप्शन इफेक्ट इन केस ऑफ different goods. अच्छा, do you think that substitution effect for normal goods and different goods and inferior goods will be same? Just imagine करो। अच्छा, normal good कहाँ कहबा, inferior good कहाँ कहबा, different good कहाँ कहबा? Let's differentiate. Normal goods are those goods which are standardized products. Normal goods are standardized products which are costly products, which are qualitative products which we all purchase in the market at a particular price. Okay, so any product which has a particular standard, which has a particular quality, naturally that is called a normal good. In that case, the substitution effect will be different. Take the example of tea, coffee. Take the example of Thumbs Up, Pepsi. These are standardized goods. They are called normal goods. What are called different goods? Now, different goods are those goods in case of which if price rises, consumption also rises, and if price falls, consumption also falls. I repeat, if price rises, quantity demanded, quantity consumed rises, price falls, quantity consumed also falls. These are called Giffen goods. A famous economist, Sir Robert Giffen, he first made a study on these goods and he came to this conclusion that in case of Giffen goods, price and demand or price and consumption, they have direct relationships. That is, if one rises, other also rises. One falls, other also falls. Why it happens so? He made the survey on a few commodities like cheap variety of rice, cheap variety of flour, potatoes, and such commodities which naturally the lower strata of the society consume. Now, he made this study and saw that when the price of rice rises, the consumer consumes more of it, or the consumer spends more of it, more on it. Why and how? Let's say a very poor man consumes a rice whose price is ₹20 per kg. That is the cheapest variety of rice available in the market. That was सस्ता नहीं। 20 टंका राइस पाई से मासुक मनकर 20 किलो खाऊची, तामाने 400 रुपीस से तालागी स्पेंड करूची। Okay. Now, if the price of this rice rises to 22 rupees, 2 टंका इतना दाम बढ़ी जाए किलो पिछा। He was previously spending 400 rupees per month on rice. Now, if price rises to 22 rupees, do you think that he can reduce his consumption? Never. Because for him, rice is a bare necessity. He cannot reduce the consumption of rice. So, he has to consume the same 20 kgs. Therefore, he has to spend now 22 into 20. That costs him 440 rupees. So, you see, because of the rise in price, he has to spend more on the same commodity. Therefore, if price rises, his consumption also rises, or his spending also rises, his demand also rises. Just the reverse one, you see, if price falls, let's say 20 rupees kg rice price falls to 15 rupees, then how his demand will fall? I told you, if price falls, demand also falls. So if price falls to 15 rupees, demand will also fall. How? Now if that cheapest variety of rice price falls to 15 rupees, naturally the consumer, the poorest man who previously consumed that product, because he had no other option, therefore now if his price falls to 15 rupees, he will not go to consume more of that commodity, because now if 20 rupee price has come to 15 rupees, then 25 rupee rice must have fallen to 20 rupees. So with that same 20 rupees, now he will be in a position to purchase a better variety of rice. So he will stop consumption of that cheap variety of rice with 15 rupees, and now he will be ready to purchase a better variety of rice, so that he can have better meals with the same price that he used to give previously. Therefore, Robert Giffen made this survey on such goods, and he saw that if price rises, then the demand also rises. If price falls, demand also falls. And he named these as Giffen goods. As his name was Giffen, he called them as Giffen goods. And the third good is inferior goods. Inferior goods means those goods which are very, very inferior quality products. And in that case, if price falls, commodities, consumers' demand also falls. And if income also rises of the consumer also reduces his consumption of these goods gradually. Inferior goods example here, let's say a cheap variety of vegetables. यदि गोटे भेजिटेबल मानकर ब्रिंजल देखा ताले ब्रिंजल 30 रुपीज भी अच्छी, 40 रुपीज भी अच्छी, 50 रुपीज अच्छी, 80 रुपीज अच्छी, 100 रुपीज ब्रिंजल भी अच्छी. मार्केट सब वैरायटी अवेलेबल अच्छी, समस्त सब जिन किणुंट. 100 रुपी ब्रिंजल जो केजीटा से रियल ब्रिंजल, सुंदर ब्रिंजल, नॉर्मल गुड. किंतु इनफीरियर गुडटा हूँ 30 रुपीज केजी, जहाँ पर किसी ग्यारंटी ना से ब्रिंजल उपर. तेणु जिते लोक इनकम बढ़, लोक आस्ते आस्ते कौन करेंगे, से सस्ता वैरायटी ब्रिंजल को सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे और बेटर वैरायटी ऑफ ब्रिंजल को से माने एक्सेप्ट करेंगे. तेणु इनफीरियर गुड केस रे आमर सब्स्टिट्यूशन इफेक्ट विल बी डिफरेंट हैला. सो आउ तो आज तो समय हो गलानी, आज विषय आउ दे हेबनी. तमे माने वेट करियो मो नेक्स्ट वीडियो को, जदि हम काली भी आउ छाड़ी पारिबी. जदि तापर एडी म कहिबी जे केमिति हाउ द प्राइस इफेक्ट is a combination of income effect and substitution effect. मैं तुमको price effect कहली, income effect कहली, substitution effect कहली. Now it is our duty to show how price effect is a combination of income and substitution effect. हमें जानिनु कि डिमांड जेतले चेंज होची प्राइस पई होची. अच्छा, डिमांड जो चेंज होची तार भी दुटा कारण, गोटे इनकम इफेक्ट पर डिमांड चेंज होची, इनकम बढ़िया डिमांड चेंज हो जाउची. आ गोटे जो सब्स्टिट्यूशन इफेक्ट ता माने यदि अलग सब्स्टिट्यूट गुड प्राइस चेंज हो जाउची ताल मध्ये कंज्यूमर का डिमांड चेंज हो जाउची. सो टेकिंग दिस इनटू अकाउंट, Hicks has said, Slutsky has also said that price effect can be split into income effect and substitution effect. Or we can say that price effect is the combination of both income effect and substitution effect. So that we have to show through diagrams, that we shall do the next time. Okay, thank you.